Welcome back to the final segment of today's program here on the Taiwan Outlook. I'm your host, Wu Ruiguo. We will continue our conversation with Mr. Hsuan Xiao and also Ms. Hsuan Fu, two students from the National Taiwan University, to talk about their views and positions on the pending admissions of Chinese students from the mainland. This is an issue, of course, as both of you know, it's been somewhat controversial in Taiwan. And this is not yet being approved by our legislature, by Legislative Yuan. So this could be, sometime, maybe another 6 months or even a year before we really open up, Taiwan's universities and graduate institutions to students from mainland China. But what is the view that both of you have, regarding this pending admissions of more, students from other countries, but also from mainland China? Why don't we start off with Hsuan?
I'm very open-minded with these issues. I think most students coming from no matter mainland China or other countries, more interaction can be made.
Yes.
Yes, and although we will have more competition, but I think because we are going to integrate with the world, so we need to embrace all the challenges we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Warren?
I'm actually positive to this issue because if you see the top university in the world, most of them possess a very international context in the campus. And that is, the international context will inspire students so they can receive the inspiration that we have to go to an international conference to get. And also some of the, actually I met some of the Chinese students in Europe. And actually think that there are some qualities that we can learn from them.
Of course.
Like they are very ambitious. And whether there is an opportunity, they're always very fast to grab it. And to use it a lot, to use it very effective.
As we were discussing earlier in the program, that Taiwan is becoming part of the global village. More, we are certainly more regionally and globally integrated, and we need to open up, for others to come into Taiwan more, and also for our people, our students, to visit more, other countries around the world. Given the fact that there are, however, some people in Taiwan who will call for limited, admissions from Chinese students from the mainland, because they cite reasons like, they're gonna, make Taiwan, more competitive. In the sense, internally more competitive, and there are limited resources in education to start off with. That if you got the Chinese students coming into Taiwan, that will certainly jeopardize some of the prospects for local Taiwanese students. Would you guys agree with such a perspective? Hsuan? Do you think that necessarily the Chinese students coming into Taiwan will become a threat to your opportunities here on the island?
I won't take it as a threat. I think I would take it as a challenge for us. As we know that China, mainland China, and their student has growing into a very competitive way. And I think that's the first thing we need to deal with, since we both speaking Chinese in the world. So if we cannot compete with the mainland China student, then we don't have the ability to compete in the global village. So I think it's our best opportunity to practice or to just practice in this step.
And Warren, do you share such a view?
I think at first maybe our opportunity will be jeopardized, but that is some necessary process you need to go through. In a long-term way, I still think being more international will help us to be more competitive. And I believe our government will not open the opportunity thoroughly at first. They will gradually do it.
And also the fact is, we read in recent newspapers that this is the time in the summertime when high school graduates entering to colleges and universities on the island, but also at the same time you have some very attractive opportunities offered by foreign universities. For example, the Hong Kong University in Hong Kong and also the Chinese University in Hong Kong are now offering very attractive scholarship packages to top Taiwanese students to study over there. You know, for example, I read in newspapers that they may offer you some like 4 years, you know, full scholarship that totals over 2 million Taiwan dollars. With such a, you know, development or the trend, you know, we've seen, you know, some of the top high school graduates from Taiwan are now thinking going over to Hong Kong, going over to China, going over to Singapore even, you know, to study, you know, instead of, you know, opportunities in Taiwan at some of the top universities. With such a trend that's already taking place among some of the younger students of going international, going global, would you think that if we close our doors to mainland China students or other foreign students for other countries, would that make Taiwan less competitive? You know, because the fact that we are closed off to the world, and maybe in the future we would not know what can be learned from exchanges or interactions with other students from other parts of the world. What would you think, Warren?
Of course, I don't think close the door is a good policy.
Okay.
If you see the history, all the countries who closed their door, they didn't have a very good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, and I believe those students going out.
Okay.
I don't know what they think, but I think because Taiwanese culture and the island is so lovely, I don't think they will go out and then stay there forever. Usually, we'll have more better talent coming back to Taiwan to contribute to the island.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hsuan?
Actually, I have 2 or 3 juniors who go to Hong Kong to their for their study in college.
Okay.
I think this incident gives us a lesson that our university or our education policy should be like improved. We need to offer some package, some attractive package for the foreign student, and also we need to support our student to go out for exchange or to do some other internationally exchange programs, and which will improve the whole quality of our college students.
Yes. Just from our conversation on the program today, I can certainly see that both of you are very outstanding students, not only in your chosen majors or field, but also in terms of participating in extracurricular activities. Given that fact, what would be some of the recommendations that you can make to other institutions in Taiwan, including the National Taiwan University, that will help to facilitate students' learning and also attract other top students from around the world? Warren?
I would say the first is to build up the international contacts in campus, as what I just mentioned earlier, and also facilitate the international student to mingle, to exchange with the local students, have them together in the class, and have more and also we have to have more interdisciplinary courses for opportunity for people from different fields to exchange opinions with each other, and give more flexibility to the students to choose what they really want to do. Because usually, I think, as in my opinion, Taiwanese students usually choose their major too early. They don't even know what they really want to do, and they choose their major. So I think there should be more flexibility for students to explore the world, explore different fields, and then decide what they want to do.
Like the case in Hong Kong and also in the U.S. How about you, Hsuan?
I want to make 2 points, 2 suggestions for the university. The first one is I think our semester should be shortened. Since if the semester can be shorter, and the students who are in favor of going for internship, then they can have a more comprehensive program. And for the students who want to participate in different conferences in different countries, and they will have more chances, since the semester will be ended a lot earlier in other countries than in Taiwan. Yes, and the second suggestion is, I think the arrangement of our courses should be more flexible. That it cannot be in every week. Like it can be within 1 week. And then let the professor to do the arrangement for the class. For example, for our conference GIS Taiwan, which is academic one, and a lot of students think they benefit a lot from these conferences.
Good.
And they even benefit more than what they learn on the courses. So I think the course and the extracurricular activity shouldn't be different. They should be a course. Like they both of them are course. So like if we can open a course like this to organize conferences, then I think more students can participate in, and more people, more professors can join in, and that can be add more value for the whole Taiwan.
Okay, good. Yeah. Certainly being a delight to have both of you on our program at the Taiwan Outlook today. I certainly want to wish both of you luck. Warren is going to be going to military service soon, and Hsuan, you're starting off your graduate training. So the fact is, you still have a lot of challenges ahead of you. I certainly want to wish both of you the best of luck in everything you do, personally, also in the future professionally. Thank you very much for agreeing on the program today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for watching our program today. I'll see you next time on MacroView Television. See you. Thank you.